I'm going to tell you guys about my experience at NCYC. Started off 23,000 teens packed into Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts, and the stadium was dead silent. That was one of the coolest things I experienced at NCYC. NCYC is a National Catholic Youth Conference. Sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? Well, I thought it was going to be boring at first, but it ended up being really cool. I'm going to tell you about my experience at NCYC. Now it started off pretty boring, and it ended up being really fun. Started off with the bus ride there. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. with a 7-hour drive in front of us. I didn't want to be there, and I was really tired. I slept most of the bus ride there. On the way there, it ended up being pretty fun. I was talking to all my friends, and we're playing games and watching movies, which made the experience better, because friends always make it better. From the start, I didn't want to be there, but it was starting to get better. Arriving there, we walked into the stadium, and there was a bunch of kids there. There was a band playing in the middle of the stadium, and there was dark, and it was a bunch of flashing lights. Everyone there was there for the same reason. They were there for the NCYC. They were all Catholic, and they're all around the same age. They ended up all being super nice and respectful, which I didn't expect out of a bunch of teenagers. It was starting to get better, and I was talking to people and listening to speakers. The religious speakers I thought were going to be really boring, but they actually turned out to be funny. They used comedy and religion to keep us entertained while still getting the religious aspect out of it. And there was also a lot of prayings and masses every day to keep us connected with God. Everyone in the stadium on day 3 fell asleep during the mass because we were all super tired and the days were long. As you can tell, I started off the trip with a bad attitude, and I turned it around. That proves that you should never overlook a learning opportunity because it sounds boring, which means you should never judge a book by its cover. How long was that? Oh.